right, welcome to SDA piano tutorial. It's a program of the music department of Lagos Mainland Conference of Seventh-day Adventist Church. The exercise right here is titled Air from the Imperial Symphony by Franz Joseph Haydn. Okay, Haydn, H-A-Y-D-N. Haydn was a pioneer of music, a master of the classical era. Okay, and actually he was a Mozart teacher. Okay, most of us know Mozart, but who taught Mozart is Haydn, and Mozart taught Beethoven. So these are all household names in the music industry, or in the classical music. Sorry, not the music industry, in classical music. And you know, the classical music were some precursors to the contemporary music, and they are like more like the foundation, the basics. You may not have known, but harmony for the first time came alive or came about during the era called the Renaissance era or the Elizabethan era, when Elizabeth I was the Queen of England. That was at about 1500, 1600 period. That was about the first time, or I think 1400, that was about the first time that we human beings produced harmony for the first time. Produced harmony. In the days of David in the temple and all other musicians in the Bible, they all produced polyphony, which was just unism at various levels, unism at various octaves. But the very first time we did harmony was some 1400, about 1500 years, century. And that was the era we call the Renaissance era. And you'll be surprised that even from then, just about 100 years or 200, harmony became so complex, so complicated. And I actually argue with a lot of jazz musicians, or those who play contemporary music today, that there's hardly any chord you ever strike today, or any voicing you're producing today that you won't find in classical music. Virtually all those voicing, the major seventh, minor seventh, dominant seventh, diminished, augmented, tritone, name all these various jazz voicings. They've been done somewhere in classical, because many of us really don't listen to classical music. So that's why we don't get to hear some of those, we don't get to know, or we don't know that those voicings have been performed, have been produced even back in those antique eras. So music is not exactly like newly founded or newly molded. Although in today's music, what is new is the introduction of the drum set, which is like the leading instrument in contemporary music. Okay, so classical music, very wonderful. And even all these songs that is being played in cartoons, this background music in cartoons and a lot of movies, they are classical music. So it's not like as if classical music composition ended with those Haydn and Bach and Handel. Even to today, people can still compose music in the classical music style. And that's what is being done in movies, in cartoons, and even the national anthem of almost every country is classical music. So be that as may be, let us not think that classical music is old school or old fashioned. It's actually a wonderful kind of music, which for those of us who have a high understanding or high level of music appreciation would know that classical music are wonderful works. Okay, so for many of us, we understand classical, we understand contemporary, we understand jazz, we understand them all. So if you don't understand classical music, maybe you should find a way of understanding it too. It's a very important aspect of music. All right, so this exercise is, well, I have to spend a lot of time talking because I'm not really going to go deep into teaching this lesson. Because if you've gotten to this stage and you want to attempt this exercise, you should have been able, to do every other thing from lesson 6 or even from lesson 1 to this point. And if you really can play all the exercises from lesson 1 to this point, then I don't have to tell you anything about this exercise. Just open it and learn on your own. Is that all right? So I'll be playing to your hearing, and then you see how you can fix it or phantom it yourself. Okay, so if I have to explain just briefly, you'll see this is in A major, and all the notes as expected. Okay, so you repeat here twice, of course, and then you repeat this section twice again. Okay, so it's 2/4 timing. Treat the quiver as one count. Treat the quiver as one count. I think that will aid you in playing this piece properly, because here we have a semi-quiver, which is now half count. You have a semi-quiver which is half count, which actually means this dotted semi-quiver is 3/4 count, and there's a demi-semi-quiver, so which will now be the quarter note, or the note with a quarter count. All right, because the quiver is the one count. Okay. So the second part here, there's a transposition to A minor, from A major to A minor. That's what we have here. That's the experience here. So from A minor to C major, and then back to so there's a swing from A major to A minor, A major to A minor, and then you know, back to the theme of the music, which is and the theme continues. So along the way, there are variations. They start to vary the melody or the theme, and then you can see new notes being added. So all these are now quarter notes with quarter counts. Okay, this is 1 count, 2 counts, and quarter counts each. So this will be 1 plus 2, which is 3, plus 1. No, this is 4, making up 1 count, and that's a total of 4 counts in the bar. Okay, so the music is all expressive on its own. So we'll see you in subsequent lessons, and more productions we make. Just ensure you drop your notes, ask questions, and always get through to the producers one way or the other. And you can always engage your church choir master, the church organist, and everybody closer to you who you think has the music knowledge more than you. And that's the best way to learning from others. And you know, humility is a major part of learning. So once you are humble enough to learn from others, you will go far. Thank you very much, and we'll be seeing in subsequent piano training videos and all other musical works. Thank you.